I grew up all over the world. So my perspective of growing up is shaped by three different countries and three different experiences. The language, the culture, the food, the kind of sports you play, all those things were different. I had a tremendous amount of joy during my growing up years. I was very active. I have three other siblings, an older brother, a younger brother, and a sister. Our fun was being outside and getting involved in a range of things. But I particularly loved to read. I was the bookworm of the year. I read all the books, every single book. Both my parents are academics. So my dad is a professor of philosophy and theology. My mom was a teacher, English literature. So I used to joke that we grew up at home where on the dinner table, my dad is talking logic and philosophy and my mom is talking literature, and slightly different perspectives on reality. But it gave us a great opportunity as kids to get a range of thoughts and perspectives. By 24, I had 4 degrees from 3 different countries. I was in college at 14. I got my first degree at 18. You would want to make a living in a way that you enjoy. For me, the way that I enjoy making a living is running my own businesses. And that's what I've done for most of my life. Anytime you're going to build a business, you have to think about the fundamental challenges you're going to find. The reason it's called a business is that there's some risk involved. So no matter what type of business you decide to pursue, it has inherent risk, and that is a challenge. The question is, how best can you manage that risk? But in my experience, the biggest challenge in building a business, and again, it doesn't matter where you are, is the greatest driver of the success or failure of a business, which is people. Being able to identify the right people for the business, being able to convince them to come and spend their time and a good chunk of their life working with you in the business, and hopefully creating value for everyone, including themselves. When I think about building businesses, you're going to need a diversity of thought. Diversity is a strength, it's not a weakness. What makes the difference is perspective. What gives you the edge is diversity. I do believe that there are certain core elements that most entrepreneurial individuals have. The first one is that they are bold. They are comfortable in taking what most other people perceive as risk. The second thing is that most successful entrepreneurial folks are extraordinarily comfortable with change. Either they are creating the change through their business, or they're changing their business. The third thing is that if you tend to be successful entrepreneurially, you should listen twice as much as you talk. Most successful entrepreneurial folks are very, very aggressive listeners, because it is in the listening that they hear something different, see something different, learn something different. I love creating companies. I love the question of having a different perspective. I love the ability to maximize value. The quality of all of our lives are driven primarily by the community in which we live in. When there are discussions and people say, are you giving back to the community? You know, I tend not to phrase things in that way. I tend to believe that you are participating in the community in which you live in. And the beauty about participation is that because you're living in the community, you can always find something in the community that resonates with you, something that you particularly enjoy. I've been very active in my alma mater, University of Pennsylvania, in the law school, both on the board of the law school and as a professor, adjunct professor at the law school, and a member of the board of the university itself. In my view, that is the way you participate in your community. The single most important asset we have as human beings is ourselves, and it's the creativity of our minds. Because we create our own reality. If we don't think it, it doesn't come into existence. Early childhood education is the biggest determinant of subsequent success. So we have to get the children thinking in a creative way at a very, very early stage. This is not something they are doing when they're 25. It's something they need to be doing when they're 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. What junior achievement is doing, I think, is tremendous. I think the ability to get young people to start thinking about their own empowerment, to start thinking about this rigor and structure that you need in doing business, to start thinking creatively about the tools you need to be successful in business, math, English, sciences, all those things will inure to our own benefit as a society.